Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel Intuitive Tarot Empath. I'm Robin. This is your general reading for August 2018. In the event that this does or does not resonate with you, go ahead and check out the videos for your sun, moon, and or rising sign so you can learn about all of the energy that's surrounding you throughout the end of July, all throughout August, and even into the beginning of September. So with that said, I'm going to shuffle the cards with your energy in mind, and then we are going to read them. If you don't want to watch me shuffle, you can feel free to fast forward through this part of the video. Alright, so what is the energy surrounding Capricorn for August 2018? Energy surrounding Capricorn, August 2018. Alright, so I think that that's the one. Alright, so let's see, my peeps. Alright, this one. Alright, so we have the King of Cups in reverse, the Chariot, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Cups, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Death card, not bad, the Two of Swords, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So, the Wheel of Fortune is spinning for you in all throughout August. So, I say that because we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So this means that one phase is ending so that a new phase can begin. Some of you have been feeling very lucky in the previous months, which is great. You should be feeling lucky. You have a lot of good energy surrounding you, and in fact, more toward the end of August, you're going to be surrounded by a lot of different people. There's a stressful situation that you've been dealing with that's been weighing on your mind. It could be something that you've been dealing with mentally, physically, emotionally, all three. But even that phase is coming to an end. So phases coming to an end. You're coming into a new cycle, which is a nice place to be. So the King of Cups in reverse is where we begin. So this could be you, or this could be a person that you're dealing with. This could be a boss. This could be a partner. King of Cups in reverse. Any king, to me, in reverse can be a little bit domineering or a little bit alpha, stubborn, well-intentioned, and like giving of their emotions and heart, but just somebody who can be a little bit difficult to deal with. Sometimes he can be a little bit, or the King of Cups energy can be a little bit arrogant. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman as well. So dealing with somebody in your life who is possibly making things a little bit difficult, because they kind of have one way of wanting to do things and you have another way. And in fact, what's interesting is that obviously this is your reading, so you show up in the reading as the King of Pentacles, which is over there. But I think that a lot of Capricorns have been putting the happiness and the needs of others ahead of themselves. And it's true of July, and it's as you're moving into August. And so you're really struggling with, and I feel like this is the struggle throughout July, how do I balance it? How do I rein in the needs of others with my needs? Like, how do I make it all work together? Because this person is giving you a run for your money, this King of Cups. They could be a water sign. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or this could be that it's just something that you're dealing with throughout Cancer season. So Cancer season would be from June 21st to July 21st, especially because we have here the 7. The Chariot is a 7, so the month of July, and the King of Cups is water signs. But also, the Chariot is about kind of taking the chaos and making something out of the chaos, reigning in the chaos. So I feel like maybe some of the Capricorns have been overwhelmed by the wants and needs of others and taking care of the wants and needs of others. And maybe that's to the detriment of themselves. But the thing that's been on your mind is, how do I rein it all in? I think that for some of you, it's letting go. So, okay. So we have here the Three of Cups, or the Three of Pentacles rather, but it's in reverse. So sometimes this could be the marriage card, this could be the job card. You know, you're working with other people, but there's something about this union that's not working for you, and that's why it's in reverse, because it's like Pentacles, you guys are the Pentacles because you're the earth signs. Earth signs represent Pentacles represent earth signs, so Capricorn, Taurus, and what's the third one? Virgo. So this is you working with other people, but like what I get from it, like sometimes this could signify a breakup, sometimes this could signify leaving a job. This could also signify leaving behind the feelings that you associate with a certain situation. So like not every Capricorn is going to like leave their spouse, and not every Capricorn is going to like leave their job. So I think that what this is saying is that like, you know, for a lot of Capricorns, you know, one of the ways that you can read these cards is that difficulty with the situation where you've had to be in charge of the people around you. And it's people that you're in some kind of union with. But what I think is starting to happen is that you let go. So for those of you, and this is you once again, because it's the Four of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So it's like you let go of those things that make you, like, I feel like you let go of ideas and beliefs that you held on so tightly because you thought that that was the way to go about things. So it's like, in this person around you being so stubborn, it made you stubborn too, because why would you say that? Why would you want to do it? Like, why am I always the one who's got to do it like this? I don't want to do it like this. So it's like it brought out your stubborn side a little bit. For some of you, the Three of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles in reverse does suggest that you are the one to make the break from the situation that no longer serves you. So, you know, it could be that you're breaking up with your significant other, or divorcing your spouse, or changing jobs, or because you're the one who's letting go. Like, you realize that the way you've been thinking and feeling no longer serves you, and like you can't live like this. For others of you, it's letting go of, like, realizing that the way to achieve balance and to reign in the chaos is by letting go of all of the, you know, letting go of anger, letting go of sadness, letting go of resentment, letting go of all the feelings that you associate with the person who's making life a little bit more difficult for you. Like, you just kind of like give it up. You know, you give it up to the universe, you give it up to God, you kind of, you know, whatever you believe in, you detach from the situation in order to make yourself happier. Because right now, the way it stands, you're struggling a little bit, and your questions are about, how do I not struggle? How do I not be so stressed? What do I need to let go of? Sorry, I needed a little caffeine. It's a little early in the morning. It's not early in the morning, it's 10:30. Anyway, so I think that for some of you, you know, the Five of Cups usually represents like not seeing the opportunities that you have in like around you, and only focusing on the disappointments. So I think that for some of you, leaving the job, leaving the marriage, leaving the relationship is going to be difficult and as it is naturally want to be. I think that for some of you, this is about kind of missing a previous version of yourself and being a little bit internally conflicted and feeling maybe even a little bit sad that there were certain things that you had to let go of in order to create peace or happiness. But what's great is that there are still opportunities around you. And in fact, this too comes up again. I see some Capricorns, being a little upset by what they've had to let go of, but it doesn't last forever. In fact, change is around you. That's what the Death card is. What's beautiful about the Death card is, even though you see it and it looks pretty intimidating, you'll notice that there is the sun. I can't get it. The sun rising in the background. So it's like, no matter what changes you've had to endure, you move forward into something that's even better. And in fact, and the things that would elicit change like that would be, as we've been talking about, separations or moving on to a new job, but it's ushering a new era for you is what this is. Like how we said that a lot of these phases are ending, you're coming into a new phase of life for yourself, a new era that's full of light and positivity. In fact, hardship does not surround you for long, and it's not even hardship. Like, it doesn't even have to be that serious. For some of us, it's just disappointments that come along with having to make changes, or sadness about reflecting on the past and being like, I miss when this was like that. But moving forward, like the Death card, he's on his white horse, he's marching forward, and that leaves you with a decision that you have to make. So the Two of Swords is about listening to your intuition. It's about having trouble making a decision because you don't know which path to take, which is going to lead ultimately to happiness. And so it's something that's weighing on your mind, but you listen to your intuition. This is what this card is asking you to do. It's asking you to communicate with the universe. It's asking you to really check in with yourself. It's asking you to think about all of the things that are on your mind and which way you really, truly want to go. As we move through August, we have change. We have the need to make a decision about something. It could be about something that's been weighing on your mind. Then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So the Five of Pentacles in reverse is about maybe having previously felt as though you were left out in the cold, but no longer feeling that way. So it's like, the Five of Pentacles is about really entertaining all the love and support that surrounds you, allowing the people who love you in your life to really rally around you during a time of hardship. Or it could even be like for some of you, it could even be something like moving house, deciding where to move, and having to rely on friends and family to help you make the move. But this is also about no longer feeling this disappointment. So it's like you might have had to let go of some things, but then you realize that what happens from it is that you grow and you flourish. That's what this is. So I think that for some of you Capricorns who may feel as though you made a jump and didn't land on your feet, as you move through August, and probably by the third week or so of August, you're feeling back on your A game. You're feeling really good. You're ready to move forward. You've grown and nurtured. Look, he's surrounded. The King of Pentacles is surrounded by all of the things that he's grown and gestated and nourished. He's holding his, look at even the way he's holding his pentacle. He gestated that pentacle. He created this entire world for himself. And so I think that that's what's going to happen around the third week of August, is that you're kind of looking around at the life that you've created and realizing that wow, this is better than I ever could have anticipated. I'm feeling on top of my A game. Everything's moving as I want it to. For some of you, this could be the promotion. For some of you, this could be the introduction to a new person that could get you a new job. For some of you, this is I really feel like for most Capricorns, this represents you, and this is the energy that you want to, embody, because as you're moving into September, you are passionate. The Knight of Wands. So for some of you, I feel like this is you moving passionately into a new venture. I feel like there's a renewed vigor for a lot of you. There's a new energy. For some of you, this is, because you're in that King of Pentacles energy, you're on top of your A game, you embody happiness, and you embody just all of the good vibes and good feelings. You end up attracting this Knight of Wands. So it's like, if this is you looking for a new relationship, you attract the new relationship. If this is you looking to attract the new job, this is you attracting to the new job, and it comes in relatively quickly. It comes in with a lot of fire. Wands represent fire signs, so Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. So the person that you attract could in fact be a fire sign, or this could just be like a fiery energy. This could be you moving into a new job passionately and with renewed vigor. There's just, you get through the disappointments of having to let go. You shoulder the changes that come from having to make a decision. You rely on the people around you to help you out. Yeah. And then you're back on your A game. It's a pretty great place to be. So I am pulling some clarification cards for that Death card. The first card that came up was the Park. So the Park represents being surrounded by people. So you might be going through a difficult situation, but you're surrounded by people who love you and want to support you, and the universe is asking you to really lean on them. Hold on, I just need 2 more cards. Whoop, this one just fell out. All right, this Fox has been coming up a lot. I feel like there's someone around you who is very sly, very slick. Alright, so these 3 are for the Death card. So it's the Park, the Sun, and the Fox. So the Fox is between the Park and the Sun, which is very interesting. But like I said, I think that the Death card is asking that in times of change, when you need support, don't be afraid to ask for it. I know that Capricorns are very hardworking and very loyal and very down to earth and very grounded. And so on the surface, Capricorns are really good at making it seem as though they have it all together. And so that can sometimes make people feel as though, they don't have to reach out as much, or, oh no, it's okay, here, she's got it. But this is saying that because you make yourself look so confident, sometimes people don't insist on being, on top of you. But I think that this card is saying, allow people in to support you in a time of need. Reach out to people when you're having moments of feeling sad or feeling anxious or being upset about something, especially with the situation that's occurring. The Fox is suggesting that someone around you is a little bit sly. It could be that King of Cups that you've had to deal with, maybe even someone who comes back in or who surrounds you who says the charming thing, says the thing that changes your mind about something. Be careful of that person. There's a reason why you made the decision that you made. There's a reason why you moved in the direction that you moved. So don't let that Fox who is facing the past sink you into old habits or belief systems that no longer served you. You moved away from those for a reason, and now we're in a new phase. We're ushering change, and it's good change. because what we have here is the sun. The sun is, if you have a yes or no question, it's yes, it's positivity. Sometimes the sun can even represent children. So the sun is about ushering, like I said, the sun is rising in that death card. And so this is what is around you, this positive, happy energy. And what's interesting is that the sun is 37, 3 plus 7 is 10. And so once again, ushering out the old so that you can be in the new. It's a new phase for you, a new period of time for you. And you've done the work to get yourself here. It's time for you to, you know, to be in a better spot, is essentially. Okay. Oh my goodness. I need to get like a chair or something. All right, Capricorn. Let's see, my people. All right, so the final card of advice is the Ten of Thought, which corresponds to the Ten of Swords in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So I'm going to read what's on the card, I'll read what's in the book, and then that'll be your reading. So Ten of Thought, a situation that has been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. Ha! How amazing is that? Haven't we been talking about that, my loves? With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. Someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. Very interesting. All right, so let's see what the Ten of Thought says in the little book. Your difficulties are now over. The challenging times move into the past so that you can focus on what's next. This card often comes with a sense of relief and may even have been expected for some time. This is a card of quick goodbyes mixed with the joy of finally getting to move on. If you're carrying any baggage from the past, now is the time to hand it over to your angels. Additional meanings of this card: remembering the past is worse than it was, getting free of an addiction or codependent relationship, learning to laugh at your problems. Capricorn, I think that you have a spectacular August ahead of you. It is filled with tons of moving forward. I think that by the end of the summer, or if you're in the northern hemisphere, or the winter if you're in the southern hemisphere, I feel like by the end of August, you are going to be feeling so much better than you did in July. And I feel like you're going to be really ready for this next phase. Like, you just are at your A game by the time the end of August comes, and that Knight of Wands is passionate and ready to move forward with all of these, you know, whatever this new phase has to bring you, whether it's the new job, it's the new love interest. That Knight of Wands might even be the new love interest because your King of Pentacles is really, you know, doing what it needs to do in order to attract some of that good mojo, you know what I mean? Okay, so Capricorns, my people, I need you to keep me updated on how this all shakes out for you guys. So please leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this all goes. Or if you want to send me an email, my email address is intuitivetarotempath@gmail.com. I really, really want to hear how this all, you know, moves forward for you guys. And if you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed doing this reading for you, you can book a reading at www.intuitivetarotempath.com. I'm going to be working on getting the videos for August and September out because I'm leaving for Europe on July 24th, and where I'm going doesn't have much Wi-Fi. So you can send me an email, and I will still be able to retrieve emails and comments while I'm away. I'm going to be away for about a month, but I will not be able to upload videos, which is why I'm uploading them now at the beginning of July, which, what day is today? July 9th? Wow, we're still in the single digits of July. Fantastic. I like when summer goes slow. Okay, what was I saying? Okay. So if you send me an email or leave me a comment, I will still be able to retrieve it while I'm overseas. But if you book a reading, I will be honoring those like around August 17th, because I'll be back on August 15th. So yeah, so everything's going to still move forward. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I will see you in September. Bye.